Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Vietnam Stock Market Opportunities. It's an honor to have the opportunity to address such a distinguished audience. And if you want to open a legal trading account, please contact us with the email Vietnamstockmarket.entry@gmail.com, Telegram Vietnamstockmarket.entry, with the phone number is +8491-432-6556. Or you can also scan the two QR codes on the screen so that we can support you. And the other way to contact with us is please follow and subscribe the channel name, Areca Capital channel. The owner of this YouTube channel is Areca Hồng Nguyễn. She's a personal financial advisor and a Viet Capital Securities stockbroker manager. You can contact her with the email home.nguyen@bcsc.com.vn with the phone number is +8491-432-6556. We always welcome you to our office on the 11th floor, 119 Đạo Street, Hoàn Kiếm District, Hà Nội, Vietnam. And the purpose of this video is to update you about NLG, Nam Long Group. NLG is a property developer with 30 years of experience. After becoming a proven low-end housing developer, NLG expanded into the mid-range and landed property segments across its land bank in Ho Chi Minh City, Long An, Đồng Nai, Cần Thơ, and Hải Phòng. As you can see on the screen, this is the report which was collected by Viet Capital Securities about NLG on the 28th November 2022, with the current price is 25,000 Vietnam dong. Current target price, 36,000 Vietnam dong. Last target price, 55,000 Vietnam dong. Softer pre-sales outlook, strong financial position. We reiterate our buy rating for NLG, but cut our target price by 34.5% to 36,000 Vietnam dong per share, mainly due to one, lower valuations for the Izumi City, Southgate, and Haiphong projects. 2, our 1.9 PPT higher WACC assumption. And 3, applying a 15% discount to our estimated RNAV. We forecast 2022 forwards net profits after tax MI of 455 billion Vietnam dong, $18.4 billion, less than 57.5% year-over-year, mainly from deliveries at Southgate, Mizurki Park Phase 2, Areca City Phase 1, and Cần Thơ. This is 60% lower than our previous forecast due to higher assumed SG&A expenses. The delay of Paragon stake sales recognition to 2023 forwards compares to previously 2022 forwards, and our concerns for prolonged legal approval procedures. For 2023 forwards, we forecast net profits after tax MI to surge 98.5% year-over-year to 904 billion Vietnam dong, $36.4 million, which is driven by deliveries at Southgate, Mizurki Park Phase 2, and Cần Thơ, as well as the Paragon stake sales. We expect the Paragon transaction to contribute 30% of our 2023 forwards PBT forecast. We cut our 2022 forward pre-sales forecast by 7% to 9.1 trillion Vietnam dong, $366 million, more than 3% year-over-year. As we delay our projected pre-sales of the next phase launches of Izumi City, Cần Thơ, and Mizurki Park Phase 3 to 2023, outweighing our 32% increase in Southgate and Areca City Phase 2 pre-sales following 9 months 2022 results. We reduce our forecast for NLG's aggregate 2022 to 2024 forward pre-sales by 31% to 22.7 trillion Vietnam dong, $915 million US, reflecting our view for slow near-term prices due to the recent sharp increase of interest rates, limited credit growth room for real estate, and prolonged legal procedures for projects. NLG's share price has declined 43% over the past 3 months as one, the government's stricter supervision on real estate bond issuances, 2, limited credit room for real estate, and 3, the recent increase of interest rates have dampened investors' sentiment for real estate stocks. We believe NLG has a strong liquidity position with low leverage and robust down payments from customers. NLG also has proven brand equity with this project pipeline attracting end user demand. Downside risks slower than expected pre-sales of key projects. Softer pre-sales outlook due to higher interest rates and constrained credit growth for real estate. In 9 months 2022, NLG's pre-sales, including 1.9 trillion Vietnam dong, $78 million US at Izumi City, booked at end 2021, were 8 trillion Vietnam dong, $322 million US, more than 58% year-over-year, fulfilling 88% of our full-year forecast with Areca City, Phase 2, contributing 36%, Mizurki Park Phase 2 and Phase 3, 35%, Southgate 28%, and Gunter contributing the remainder. We lowered our 2022 forward pre-sales forecast by 7% as we expect softer Q4 2022 forward pre-sales, mainly at Areca City, Phase 2, and Southgate. Due to higher interest rates and constraints on credit growth, we also cut our 2023-2024 pre-sales forecast by 40%, 42%, and project average pre-sales of around 6.8 trillion Vietnam dong, $274 million US per year, 25% lower than our 2022 forward pre-sales forecast of nearly 9.1 trillion Vietnam dong, $366 million US with contributions from 5 key projects: Izumi City, Southgate, Areca City Phase 2, Mizurki Park Phase 3, and Gunho. Strong financial position with low leverage and strong unbilled backlog. As of end Q3 2022, NLG's net debt equity ratio was 3.2%, the lowest among residential developers under our coverage. Thus, we believe NLG will be relatively less impacted by the higher cost of debt. Based on our estimates, NLG recorded a strong unbilled backlog of 17 trillion Vietnam dong, $685 million US as of end Q3 2022, which should further support the company's cash flow. Now we move to the part named 9 months 2022 recap. Weak Q3 net profit after tax, SG&A expenses higher than forecast. With the Figure 1 9 months 2022 results. Property sales. VCSE comments on 9 months 2022 results. 9 months 2022 revenue was mainly supported by the handovers of Areca City Phase 1, 759 billion Vietnam dong, 244 units, Valorous Southgate 1.4 trillion Vietnam dong, 242 units, and eHome Southgate 263 billion Vietnam dong, 252 units. We note 9 months 2021 revenue lags consolidated revenue from Southgate, which started to be recorded in the group's revenue at Q3 2021, which resulted in a year-over-year surge in 9 months 2022 revenue. SG&A expenses. 9 months 2022 SG&A increased 95% year-over-year, primarily due to an 809% year-over-year surge from selling expenses to 325 billion Vietnam dong, $13 million resulting from project handovers. Financial income. Q3 2021 reported a non-cash valuation gain from 362 billion Vietnam dong, $14.6 million from consolidating Southgate JSC. Other gain, Q1 2021 recorded a non-cash revaluation gain of 429 billion Vietnam dong, $17 million from the consolidation of Izumi City. And next, that is the 2022 outlook. Accelerated project handovers to partly offset expected delay of Areca stake sales. Property developments. We expect deliveries of Southgate, Mizuki Park Phase 2, Cần Thơ, and the remaining 50 units at Areca City Phase 1 to drive Q4 2022 profits. Service and leasing. This segment's revenue is mainly driven by construction services at Mizuki Park Phase 2 and Areca City Phase 1. SG&A expenses. We increased the selling expenses on revenue ratio from 3% to 10% in accordance with 9 months 2022 results. Financial income. We decreased our forecast as we expect the transfer of the 50% Areca stake to be recognized in 2023 forward and 2022 forward as previously due to the expected delay for the approval of legal procedures. Profits from associates. We forecast an LG to boost the recognized delivery of Mizuki Park Phase 2 in Q4 2022 to partly offset the recognition delay in the Areca transaction. Net profits after tax amount Q4 2022 forward earnings to be mainly driven by deliveries of pre-sold units at Southgate, Mizuki Park Phase 2, and Cần Thơ. Now let's go on to the 2023 outlook. Areca stake sales to drive 2023 forward earnings. Property development, mainly driven by deliveries at Southgate and Cần Thơ. Service and leasings, mainly driven by construction services at Mizuki Park Phase 2 and Areca City Phase 2. SG&A expenses. We expect SG&A expenses to decline from 2022 forwards. High base mainly due to 1. A year-over-year lower revenue recognition from property sales, and 2. A year-over-year lower compensation payments. We forecast SG&A expenses on revenue at 8% to 12% at the project level financial income, we expect NLG to recognize the transfer of the 50% stake in Paragon to Nishi Nippon Railroad and others strategic partners in 2023 forwards. Profits from associates, mainly from the delivery of Mizuki Part Phase 2. Net profits after tax amount, we forecast 2023 forward earnings to be supported by NLG's strong property backlog of 17 trillion Vietnam dong, $685 million as of Q3 2022, as well as the Paragon stake sales. And now I will share with you some informations, some detail that you have to take a look on the screen. That is the Figure 4, NH's property pre-sales volume and value results. Figure 5, NH's total property pre-sales volume and value. Pre-sales with the billion Vietnam dong and pre-sales volume units. Figure 6, NH's property sales recognition and backlog status. Figure 7, locations of NH's development projects. Figure 8, construction and delivery pipeline of NH's major developments and land banks. With total site area 670 hectares of 37,000 units. Figure 9, development phases of key projects. Southgate, 135 hectares, Long An Province. NLG joint venture with Japanese partners. 50% ownership. 3,000 low-rise units, 2 phases. Phase 1 with 1,700 units. Shows launch in Q4 2019. Delivery from Q4 2020 to 2022. Phase 2, about 1,300 units. Sales launch in 2022. Delivery from 2022 to 2026. Izumi City, 170 hectares, Dong Nai Province. NLG joint venture with Japanese partners. 65%, 35% ownership. 3,200 low-rise units. 3,200 condos. Phase 1 with 3,200 villa townhouse units. First official launch of 300 units in November 2021. We forecast sales of phase 1 in 2021 to 2027 forwards. Phase 2 to 3,200 condo units. Details and plans for launches are not yet available. We believe condo launches could start after 2025 forward. eHome Southgate Phase 2 launch pre-sales in August 2022. Mizuki Park with 26.4 hectares in Binchang District, Ho Chi Minh City. NLG joint venture with Japanese partners, 50% ownership. 4,700 units, 3 phases. Areca City, 8.8 hectares. Bình Tân District, Ho Chi Minh City, NLG joint venture with Japanese partners, 50% ownership, 5,200 high-rise units, 3 phases. You can take a look on the screen. Phase 1 is being handed over. Construction of phase 2 is active. Now we move to the valuation. We continue to use the RNAV valuation method and derive a 1-year target price of 36,000 Vietnam per share. We believe the RNAV valuation method is best suited to capture NLG's long-term growth potential. We value all identified land banks for projects that are under construction and under development, mainly via the DCF methods, discounting estimated FCF to end 2022. We lowered target price by 34.5% compared to our previous target price of 55,000 Vietnam per share, which is mainly due to one, a lower valuation for Izumi City, accounting for 40% our combined RNAV cut as we delay our projected pre-sales and decrease expected ASP growth in 2023 to 2024 forwards as a result of higher than expected competition in the area. And two, a lower valuation for Southgate following faster than expected pre-sales in 2022. 3. A lower valuation for VSIP Haiphong as we apply a PB valuation approach with a targeted PB of 1 times compared to previously a DCF approach. And 4. A higher WICC assumption as we increase our market risk premium assumption from 7% to 8% and cost of debt from 8.5% to 12%. And 5, applying a 15% discount to our RNAV. We apply a discount to our estimated RNAV to reflect the challenges for the residential market posed by recent interest rate hikes and potential constraints on funding for developers and their customers due to limited credit growth room at banks. The negative impact of these changes is partly offset by the positive impact from rolling our target price revision forward to end 2023. Figure 10 valuation summary. Figure 11, BCSC assumptions for WICC. WICC previous is 9.9% and current it's decreased to 11 point is increased to 11.8%. Recommendation history. Figure 12, historical VCSC target price compared to share price. Financial statements. Yeah, and that brings me to the end of my presentation about NLG. Hope this information and some informations and this video will be useful for you. And if you want to open a legal trading account, don't hesitate to contact with us with the information on the screen so that we can support you. Please follow, like, and subscribe and share this video to everyone to know more about us and receive the new video in the next time. So thank you for listening and see you next time.